I think the spark that really ignited what has become Three Kindnesses was the moment that we were talking to a colleague many years ago, and she mentioned having run into someone that she knew when she was on her way to pick up some lunch, and she went over and saw they were dining by themselves, and she sat down and she proceeded to keep them company for 30 minutes. And we sort of gently teased her in that moment. We're like, what if that person actually wanted to eat lunch alone? And without missing a beat, she said, who wants to eat lunch alone, right? And we all laughed, and we had a little discussion around introversion and recharging and things like that. But that moment sparked two things in us that have led to our Three Kindnesses philosophy. And one is the idea of impact and intention. So your intentions were pure and beautiful and wonderful and nothing but kind. But what was the ultimate impact of doing that without having the full context of that person and what they truly needed? And the second part of that is something that we have come to sort of call the not all kindnesses are created equal principle. So what feels like kindness to me may not feel like kindness to you, because I need to understand your style and your needs and how you're wired in order to take the best care of you that I can.
When I think about safety in Three Kindnesses and what it means to help people feel safe, is it really means letting them be able to connect with the best part of themselves. You can't really connect with the best part of yourself if you are worried about environmental pieces, worried about relational pieces, worried about performance pieces. You're just worried about how it's going to be to interact with the world around you. And so, Three Kindnesses for us is really about, well, how do we make people feel safe? How do we make them feel psychologically safe, make them feel emotionally safe, help them really interact with the safety that really is important to them so that they can go and be better, that they can be their best self. So when we think about cultivating empathy, especially when it comes to Three Kindnesses, one of the things we have to be mindful of is people's pace. Everybody moves at a different pace. We always say that everyone has different needs, speeds, and creeds. And that speeds part is really, really important. How does someone move through the world? So I might move through the world in a fast-paced way, which I don't, but I might move through the world in a fast-paced way. Someone else might move through the world in a slow-paced way. And rather than feeling friction around the difference in the ways we move through the world, we can feel collaborative around them. But we have to be able to slow down enough to feel what it means for people to move at their natural pace. So to me, cultivating empathy is really about, well, how can I see you in the way you want to be seen? How can I perceive you in the way you want to be perceived?
I think that understanding people is what's truly important, because when we understand each other, then that helps us reduce conflict and increase kindness. And so the philosophy of Three Kindness is based on understanding and honoring the diversity of needs, the diversity of communication styles, the diversity of people's lived experiences. And so when we understand just the full range of human experience, that makes us kinder, because then we can go, oh, what feels like kindness to me may not be kindness to you. So I would like to get to know you better so that I can be truly kind in a way that has a really great impact on you.
When you think about Three Kindnesses becoming a movement, one of the pieces that really brings that home is the notion that kindness is deliberate, that it's deliberate kindness. I love random acts of kindness. Everybody does, and that is a thing that we can all resonate with. However, to truly be deliberate in our kindness is really key. And so the thought that we would be doing things for people in a way that actually matters to them, not just to us, is key. In order for it to really catch on, in order for it to be something that spreads across, the globe in a way that makes a difference, people have to understand that it has to be tied to what people really want and need, and for it to be deliberate in that way is really key.